Hi everyone, so today I'll be going over what I picked up during the Kringle Candle Memorial Day sale. I believe I placed my order when the two limited edition summer scents dropped. I only picked up one of them, so I did open it just to see because I had a feeling or a suspicion that something might have arrived broken, but no, at least from the top, everything looks good. So they do ship with FedEx, and since I'm located in California, that's pretty far away from Massachusetts, it always takes about 2.5 to 3 weeks after I place my order in order to get my box. All right, so I didn't want to go too crazy, so I only picked up 4 candles and 2 wax melts. Let me go over the wax melts first. Unfortunately, there was one particular scent that I wanted in the wax melt that went down to either $1.50 or $1.75. And there was 13 the day before I placed my order. And then all of a sudden they were sold out. So unfortunately, I could not place an order for it. It was, I believe, blueberry French toast. Ugh, I feel like it would have been delicious. The first wax melt that I picked up is from the Country Candle line, Cotton Candy Clouds. So I don't believe that there's any fragrance notes listed on here. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to smell like, but I'm assuming it's cotton candy. Here is how the wax looks like. It's like a pale blue color. So I am getting a little bit of an artificial note in here. I'm curious if these are 100% soy because I'm almost getting like a little bit of how some paraffin wax smells like. But I am getting this like spun sugar, like a strawberry cherry combo. Yeah, I think this would go well in my melter, and I think I'd probably use this in my hot plate. Well, first I need to look to see if this is 100% soy or if it's a blend, because then I'd change my melting strategy. But yeah, there is Country Candle Cotton Candy Clouds. I don't know if this is a soon to be discontinued scent or not, but for sure the Country Candle line is, I think, just disappearing, revamping. I'm not too sure. I'm not an ambassador, but there's that one. And then the other wax melt that I got was slightly more tropical. I think it also has blue wax. This one is, again, from the Country Candle line in Mango Nectar. So I do enjoy mango scents for the summer more so than I do, like coconut, sunscreen, banana. I also like pineapple, which I know a lot of people don't really care for. But I figured that this would be a nice fruity scent. It has kind of the same color as Cotton Candy Cloud, so let me go ahead and smell this one. This one reminds me a lot of like a mango body spray that you would get at like Bath and Body Works. Not really Victoria's Secret. Yeah, it smells very tropical. And I like the mango note that's used in here. It reminds me of a ripe mango, but it's not overly ripe. It's not too green. Yeah, I think this would be nice. There's almost like a little bit of a musky note in there that I wish it was toned down a bit. But either way, it smells really nice. And there's almost like a little bit of added sugar, but I wouldn't say it's sickeningly sweet. Okay, so that is it for the wax melts. Let's go on to the candles. So I don't know if you can tell, I picked out 3 reserve candles and one of the new summer scents, I guess. So let me go ahead and get to the first one. Here is the first reserve candle that I picked up, macarons. I have burned this only a few times and I haven't done a review for it, but I figured that for 30% off, this was a great deal. It doesn't perform as well as Jelly Donut, and I don't like the scent as much as Sweet Cream, but Sweet Cream has some performance issues. But that's all to say, I really like macarons. The fragrance notes are pastry, fruit, sweet, strawberry, vanilla butter. The main reason why I like this macarons candle is that I really enjoy the strawberry fruit note in here. I feel like this would have been perfect for the Jelly Donut candle. That one uses more of a, a blackberry raspberry combo. And so one of these candles is for my sister, and that is this Jelly Donut candle. I'm considering this a belated birthday gift, but I've done a review for this, and surprisingly, this is not a candle that I would personally repurchase just because I feel like it doesn't smell like an authentic jelly donut that I have had. It could just be that I go get pretty cheap donuts. But anyways, this one is very fruit forward. Here's how it looks like, no casualties. So I can go ahead and give this to my sister. I might insert her reaction towards the end of the video. But yeah, this one is raspberry, blackberry, pastry, fruit, citrus, butter, and vanilla. So the first time that I purchased this one, I got a lot of citrus on cold and I was pretty disappointed. After a few burns, that did go away. But again, the pastry note in here, it smells almost like toasted bread. It just doesn't remind me of a donut. Yeah, and I'm getting that again on cold. Maybe not so much citrus that I did the first time. I mean, I think the batch numbers are different. This is a more recent pour. But yeah, this is pretty much just a fruit candle to me right now. I know that the more you burn it, the more that pastry note comes out. But to me, it comes across to my nose as just bread. So I'll see what happens or how it smells like when my sister burns this one, because I still have about maybe this much left to finish of mine. And one thing I have to note for jelly donut, it does start off this creamy white color, but mine has turned pretty dark. I think that's because of all the vanilla notes in there. And then the one candle that is new to me is sprinkled macarons. So this one, I was a little bit worried because it's a blind buy, but I figured it's on sale. This is the best time to do a blind buy. So hopefully I like it. Let me see. I didn't really pay too much attention to the scent notes. Oh, coconut. I hate coconut. Coconut milk, sweet praline, creamy pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, marshmallow. And the reason why I wanted to get this was primarily because of the marshmallow note. I think I like pralines. I don't know. I feel like I'm neither here nor there about pralines, but I heard that this is another favorite from the Kringle fan base or the Kringle family. I don't know what you would refer to people who like Kringle candles. So maybe I can burn this during the fall, perhaps. So thankfully, I'm not getting a lot of that cinnamon note. It doesn't come across to me as craft store at all. I am getting a little bit of nutmeg, but it's not overwhelming. And thankfully, I don't pick up a lot of the coconut milk. I think it's just adding a little bit of creaminess to it, playing along with the marshmallow. This candle reminds me a lot of one that I've burned before. I think it was Morning Cartoons. If not, it's Marshmallow Morning. But yeah, I'm not too familiar with Kringle candles, but I can kind of see how this would be considered more of a fall candle because of the pumpkin along with the praline. I think it's just okay. I think had I smelled this in person, I think I would have picked up maybe sweet cream instead. Or maybe I just should have picked up sweet cream in general, but that one is a little bit light in my opinion. But let's go on to the new candle. So this is a candle I was really excited about, cherry pie. This one wasn't on sale, but I did use a 15% ambassador code on it. And I think that also took money out of the route protection that you pay. Fragrance notes are cherry, pastry, fruit, citrus, buttery, and vanilla. So let me go ahead and smell this. I'm a little bit excited, a little bit worried. Here's how it looks like. So right off the bat, I'm happy that I'm not picking up on this heavy citrus note that I was a little bit worried about. One thing I have to say is that I don't know if I would have personally chosen this particular cherry. It's reminding me a little bit of Black Cherry Merlot from Bath & Body Works, which this makes me think that it's more of like body care or inedible. But I think that could just be that it's a dark cherry. I personally would have chosen like a lighter red cherry or like a candy cherry, but I honestly have never baked a cherry pie or bake really in general. I am getting like a crust note a little bit, but it's more of a crumble. Yeah, I think I was expecting a little bit more of that baked pie crust note. So it's unlike Bath & Body Works' blueberry pie. If you wanted that level of a pie crust note, this is nowhere near that. But I think it's more apparent than other candle companies that say that there's a crumble or a pie crust note, and there's in actuality very little when you go to light it. So anyways, that's my opinion so far of cherry pie on cold. Let me know if you want a review, but it's probably gonna take me a while, so I don't know how relevant that will be. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my sister and get her opinion on some of these candles. If you're not interested in that, thank you so much for watching. But if you are, I'll insert that right here. Hi everyone. So I called my sister over to get her opinions. Say hi. Hi. Oh, okay. Oh, she has on her retainer, so in case she sounds a little lispy, that might be why. All right. So this is everything that I got from the Kringle Memorial Day sale. So we have your jelly donut. Do you want to go ahead and smell it? Yeah. I think, oh, okay. I'll wait for you to give your opinions on it, but let me know what you think.
It smells okay. I think it comes to life when it's lit.
Okay. Does it smell the same to you?
I think. I mean, I'll know once I light it.
Okay. For some reason, when I smelled it, I got a lot less citrus, but I remember when when I initially filmed that video and got your reaction, I think you said, no, this smells whatever. And then you really liked it. But yeah, I got less citrus this time. Oh, this is the macarons candle that's in my room. And it smells pretty much the same. So we can skip that. But this is a new one that I got. Sprinkled macarons.
Oh, okay. Have you compared it to the other one?
Yeah, it smells completely different.
It smells, I actually like this smell on cold more.
Oh, really? So wait.
Hold on, let me sniff this one.
Okay. So right now, out of macarons and sprinkled macarons, you like sprinkled macarons more?
Actually, they're both pretty okay, but they're different.
Yeah, very different.
What's in the sprinkles?
Okay, so let me read to you the fragrance notes. Coconut milk, sweet praline, creamy pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, marshmallow.
Pumpkin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It almost reminds me of like a creamy latte that you would have.
Yeah.
I don't know why I started really thinking. Does it remind you of cereal? It kind of reminds me of cereal a little bit.
It does.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Which cereal, though?
Not the ones that we eat.
That's true.
Maybe when we were younger.
Is this the one that's like Lucky Charms? But like not the marshmallows?
It smells like if it was a cereal, it'd be like a cake cereal. I smell cake in there. Either that or it's the cake that we just made right now.
It could be. But so far you like this one, right?
I mean, it smells good on cold.
So if I happen to not like this, you can finish it up, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, before I have you smell the new one, let me have you smell the wax melts. So this
one,
wax melt? Okay. Yeah, this one's cotton candy.
Okay. I'm not getting much.
So it's a little bit light, right?
I'm getting wax.
Oh my gosh, that's what I said earlier. It almost smells like paraffin wax, kind of fake a little. But I do get a little bit of like a sugariness to it. No, but one thing that I noticed is that at the top it's blue and at the bottom it looks almost a little green. Do you notice that? I think they're just a little bit old.
Who knows? Maybe it comes to life when it gets warm.
It could be. Yeah, but I'm just getting a little bit of like sugary sweetness and maybe like, I think I got a little bit of strawberry and cherry. Okay, next one. We have mango nectar.
Okay. Mango's blue. Yeah, it smells like mango. Like a green mango. Like it needs to cook a little more.
So it's not too ripe?
It reminds me of the mango paletas with chile.
Oh, with chile? But no chile, right?
But no chile, but it reminds me of that.
It almost smells a little musky to me, which makes me think there might be like pineapple or something in here.
Yeah.
But not a good pineapple. Okay. Anyways, so the candle that sold out within a few hours that I got because I ordered it within 1 minute is a cherry pie. It's been restocked. Okay. But this one, the fragrance notes are cherry, pastry, fruit, citrus, buttery, and vanilla. But don't let that fool you.
Sounds good.
So let me get your opinion on this.
I'm not getting too much.
Like it smells light?
It's supposed to be pastry, right?
Yeah. Okay. Hold that thought. Do you smell a baked pie crust or a crumble note?
Yeah, like some kind of, pie, I guess. But I have cake on my mind. Pastry.
Okay, when you said that you weren't getting much, what do you mean exactly?
Nothing is coming to the front. Like nothing is taking my attention from the other scents. I feel like they're all
well balanced, well blended.
I guess they're yeah, I would say so. No one note is coming out at me, and that's what I'm trying to like figure out. Like, what am I smelling? But instead, I'm getting like, instead of like, oh, here's a pastry, here's the bakery, is what I'm getting. I mean, it smells good altogether. I'm very curious how it'll burn.
Do you smell the cherry?
I smell a berry. Yeah.
Does this remind you of Black Cherry Merlot from Bath & Body Works?
I feel like black cherry has a very strong note. It's a very strong cherry in your face. This seems more like cherry is not the supporting cast. I feel like they're all leading actors in this, all the notes.
But can you tell what type of cherry was used?
I'd say the red cherry, the normal cherry. I feel like cherry Merlot is the black cherry.
For some reason, I'm getting black cherry in here.
You are? I don't know why I'm getting the red cherry. Either that or maybe I guess it's a mix. But I feel like it's more red cherry than black cherry.
Do you think this one has a heavy pie crust note or a crumble note?
It's weird. The more I smell it, the more I'm getting the cherry.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I feel like initially when I smelled it, I was getting bakery. And yeah, you know, there's like a cherry like pie or cherry something in the background. I feel like I'm inhaling more and I'm getting more cherry than the pastry. I feel like the pastry bakery stuff is falling a little more into the background.
I don't know. I thought this was going to be better, but it smells good.
Better how?
I thought it was going to have more of a like a baked pie crust note or like a crumble note.
Well, when you smell it, like, well, what do you get?
It's almost like I'm getting like a bakery air or something type of a note.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like I smell bakery.
But I don't know if it's because I'm used to Bath and Body Works, how they do like a pie note. It's very 100% in your face. Like this is a pie crust note. There's no mistaking it. This is a little bit more, I think maybe in the bakery by the breads, there's cherry pies and the air smells like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think it was just, I wish it was a little bit more direct. Yeah, but overall, I think it smells good. So I'm excited to burn that. All right, so that's it for my sister's opinions. Oh, here, take your jelly donut candle. So are you happy with it?
I think so. I like to just set it and forget it.
Oh, yeah, because that's one thing about the Kringle candles. You can have them burning for several hours. Yeah, I think the slight bust was probably this cotton candy wax smell, just because it does smell very waxy, but like not really
hopefully
fragrant.
It comes to life when it's warmed, but on cold is just smelling like wax.
What if I told you I got it for $1 or something?
How much do you normally get so far? Is that a good price?
Well, I think the retail price is like $4 or $5. I got it on sale.
Okay, well, at least you got it on sale.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. Who's calling?
Who's calling?
Monrovia?
Monrovia. I don't know. She's got an accent.
Calls from Monrovia, CA.
I think it's Monrovia.
I
think we should wait till it's done. Is Monrovia, CA gonna leave a message? No? Coward.